Okay.
That's us.
All right. Welcome, everybody. 2022 Derby City Classic. We took a break for 2021. We were tired. Is that what happened?
I think
anyway,
so.
Mike D. Summerfield and Mike D.
BadBoys TV.
That's what they say.
Yeah, coming to you from the Derby City Classic 2022. This is round one action. We got Tony Chohan versus Sky Woodward. This is about as good as it gets. Ran into Sky in the elevator and says, man, everybody gets those draws. And he's like, I get a rough draw. It's going to be a serious match.
Right, exactly. No, this was not his first choice of who to play.
We talked a little bit about the pressure of, being the player that's supposed to win. And both of these players, very accomplished bank pool players. The Bluegrass Badass and, T-Rex. These guys are known for how they bank the ball. It's going to be interesting. I really look forward to seeing how they adjust to the slip in the tables because, man, these tables are slippy. They're slidey. This is brand new felt. Man, these tables are playing great. I only hit a couple balls last night, but really nice equipment.
Yeah, every year they do that. They start out with brand new cloth, and it takes a while to get used to it.
Yep. And these guys just warming up right now. It looks like they're about to get started. We're going to be in action any second here. These guys just hitting their last couple balls. I think Mike's going to go tell them to get started. And again, big shout out to Diamond Billiard Products, the big sponsor of this event. They bring in these tables every year, brand new cloth. This equipment just plays perfect. It's interesting how they set it up. We got banks the first few days, going into one pocket, going into 9-ball. Tournament room, they got the Bigfoot challenge going on, but banks is kind of how they break everything in. So there's the coin flip. Looks like Sky won the flip.
That's a big flip, too, in one pocket. The break is a big advantage.
If only we were playing one pocket. It's also a pretty big flip in banks.
In banks, yes. No, that's a good point. I just want,
Yeah,
it's
in one pocket, it's bigger.
The coin flip's big if you're flipping for $100 a flip, too.
It's true. Were you here when they were flipping from the top balcony onto the lower tables?
No, I was not, but that sounds right. That sounds like the event we are at.
Somebody hollers at them. They're like, "Whoa, we're playing a match here," and they're like, "Oh, we're flipping for $1,000 a coin." It was great.
So Sky got the break. Racking for yourself.
Yep.
That was a wooden rack. No template.
No template rack in banks. All hard rack.
Oh, that's for everybody.
Period. Yep.
Really, period.
Yep. That's a big hard.
You should write that down somewhere on a list of rules.
I'll bet we could find that in a list of.
Not right now. We couldn't find it.
Not right now. We couldn't. You're right.
Later, we'll be able to find it.
We will be speculating at a whole lot of information because we are in the corner of doom where there is no access to the outside world.
It's a bunker. It's a cement bunker here, and Wi-Fi basically doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here we go, opening break of this 2022 Derby City Classic. This is round one action.
I would imagine he slams these.
Gonna look for that 6-ball to be pocketed.
But yeah, you definitely want
6-ball flies right in there. Got 7 up, so 2 on the break. I know a lot of players that like to announce how many balls are made off the break. I know some people who will take those balls off the table, just to remind you. So those balls will be spotted after this inning.
Right, exactly. I'm a bit forgetful, and I definitely like to do something separate with those balls immediately. Announcing is a good idea, but I like to get them and put them in a small bread box.
So this is just a dangerous time for Sky. This opening break is so huge. You got a lot of balls on the table, a lot of options, but that also means there's a little more clutter. This is a huge opening shot, though, because both these players very capable of running 5 and out. Sky's got a pretty tough opening shot.
Yeah, crossing the 7-over.
And I like that. And I think he's playing that to kind of keep the cue ball low on this table here.
And then control.
So takes a swing at it. Goes a little bit wide, and again.
He left him pretty safe.
Yep, especially spotting those 2 balls up. So a lot of clutter down there. It'll be interesting to see if Tony attacks or plays safe. A lot of people out there would probably think I'm silly for saying that. That 5 does look like it spikes between the 2-7.
He's going to try it, it looks like. It's all. What else is he going to do, right?
Tony definitely known as a shooter. But I don't know. I think he gets by that 7-ball. I think he's going wide.
I think he could back cut bank it.
Mm-hmm. I do.
Right? Just avoid that 4-ball a little bit with the right English. Listen, I bet if you gave him 4 tries on back cut banking that, he'd make it.
Oh, yeah.
We'll see what he tries here.
I'm not sure if he missed a bank warming up. Yep, tried to spike it through. And again, keeping that cue ball low.
Yeah.
That's overhitting that ball is kind of a big deal. That opens that up. Oh, we might have got lucky with the 2-5. Man, if that 5 got in the way.
I always feel two ways about banks. One, bank sounds really difficult to me, and then I'm also surprised at how often people run out banks. You only need 5 shots to win. You only need 5 pocketed balls to win. And like a setup like this is what made me think of it. You know, you get some balls sitting there in the middle of the table that you can side pocket bank. These guys make it look like it's a straight-in shot.
Yep. So if you can tell, we're going to try and do ball count here. It's something we haven't done in the past. Oh. All right, so that's kind of a big miss there. You can tell where Sky left the cue ball that he was really just going to try and steal those 2 and then lay up.
And now he's got to spot the balls, right?
No, the ball's already got spotted.
Okay.
Yeah, we're a turn after. But Tony...
banking the 5?
And I think he's going to draw into this pack and try and break those out.
Oh.
Yeah.
He felt pretty good about making that bank. He thought his odds were good. He was hoping that it'd clear out a little more, huh?
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, that's really unfortunate.
Basically 2 groups of balls and then the 8 ball's nothing. The 8 ball where it's sitting, it's very difficult to bank it anywhere.
Try and 3-rail the 4. It looks like he might be playing the long rail on the 4. Oh, never mind. The 7 might have gone. Looks like that's a little wide also.
Nice try.
All right, so ball count is 1-1. If you guys can check our score for us also. The number of balls on the table added to the ball count should always add up to 9. So right now we got 7 up, 2 on the count. 9 balls. Skyler frozen that rail, and that's just about the most effective thing you can do here in bank pool.
Is he 1 rail in that 9 ball, I assume?
I think he's 1 rail in the 1. Maybe it is the 9. Tough to tell. I do not.
Oh, he's got it.
He's got
it. All right, so 2-1. Sky up. Oh, he's banking with the beard. He's going to twist it.
I love the shot. This is a lot harder shot to hit right now when these tables are this slick.
Slide, yeah.
See,
look at that. It didn't come back at all. He's going to 2-rail it, folks. Off the 1.
Oh, this could be bad.
Excuse me, that would be the cue ball.
And again, if he would have scratched there, that would have cost him a ball. So he would have lost that one he just made.
That was crazy.
Stays up. We got 3 down, 3 or 6 on the table. Tony Chohan going to cross-side this 8 ball, I imagine.
I hate to change the subject, but do you think Tony has that many sponsors?
That's a list.
Well, on his back, too? I can't tell if they're the same sponsors or different sponsors.
He's the NASCAR.
I feel like if I went to ask him right now, it would bother him. So I'm not going to bring it up now. But I'm curious. That's a lot of sponsors. This guy's job is getting sponsors. All right, anyway. All right, so he's banking the 8.
Arguably, as pool players, that should be all of our jobs.
Oh, seriously. There should be so much more of that. No, the pay-per-view, and there's so many other ways that people are trying to make money, and it really should come down to sponsorships.
Yeah, either 4 big ones or six up front. Can't really tell. All right, so trying to get that 5 through the pack.
Yeah, the balls are not laying beautifully in this rack. This is a tough rack, I would say.
And it's so interesting how that happens in banks. I mean, sometimes they just align, and sometimes you just have these games that they're going to go on a long time. Tries to sneak it through. Cinching the ball at a wide angle is going to be a lot harder when things are slipping like they are right now.
It just makes a world of difference having it. It's like playing on an ice skating rink. It's just a world of difference. Yeah. I'm always amazed at how much the tables will change in the. What is this? This tournament's 4 months long. I forget. This is a long tournament, folks.
Something like that.
It's 9 days basically. By the time you get to 9 ball, which is the last, the tables play differently.
Totally differently.
Yeah, it's amazing.
All right, so jacked up. Going to try and draw into that foot rail.
I thought he was trying to kick the 6, and I was going to tell him that's not how it works. All right, so he's got a ball.
Yeah.
So we're at 2-2. We're trying really hard to keep up with the ball count. It's difficult.
Tony's in a really good spot here. I think he's probably going to draw back to try and get to that 7-5 and get out.
Wow, that barely went. That was a great shot.
Yep.
So he's at 3 now.
And you've seen both of these players slip them in. Sky slipped a long one in. Tony just slipped that one in. And that kind of stuff really stops happening. So even though the tables are playing a little tougher, they're slipping in also. So that makes it a little easier for the time being. Drills it.
Another one.
Up to 4.
A slippery table can be fun too. There's things you can't.
Yeah.
You can only do on a slippery table. I was saying ride the wave. You just got to just enjoy it. Just take it for what it is. Enjoy it. You mentioned, which is very true, it's the same for everybody. It's like a crummy basketball hoop. Everybody's shooting at the same crummy basketball hoop, so shut up. It shakes and vibrates for everybody. It's spitting everybody's ball out. Ooh.
Behind the back, Tony Chohan.
We are just...
We see a lot of that from him. He is not a left-handed player. He is certainly going to go behind the back before he does anything left-handed. I'm curious why he's not looking at that straight back. I know it's long, and I know that opens up the 9, and at this point he's in the lead, so arguably you don't... Well, there's a couple schools of thought. Straight back on the 6 is what... Oh, no, he's looking at maybe making the 9 coming down table? No, I can't imagine him not shooting his game ball here.
Let's rewind for a second. Is that the 3 or the 5 ball up there?
Let's call it the 5 ball.
Okay, what is he doing with the 5 ball? What is he going to play safe? Is he just going to tick it?
I think he's going to either knock it in and try and get to the rail, or he's just going to knock it by the pocket.
Oh, no, he's going for a shot.
Yes, he was.
Dude.
Wow.
He was going for a game-winning shot.
So just
because he likes that one, because he's a one-pocket player. I'm going to make up information about Tony. Because he's a one-pocket player, he likes that shot. That's a shot he shoots a lot.
Yeah. Well, he definitely knew it. I couldn't believe how that ball widened up. I shouldn't be that surprised, and that also puts a lot of pressure on Sky. So got to take this straight back. Does a good job getting back up table, though. If these balls line up, no, he's got a straight back on the 9.
I would imagine that
miss Tony's out on this one.
Yeah. What's Tony need? 1 ball?
1 ball.
Yeah. Tony eats his shot for breakfast.
Yep, he's pretty happy.
Yeah.
Short. It's so funny how Banks works that way.
Wow.
You take a kind of a layup shot, kind of a gimme.
Yeah.
And, I mean, he shot that shot differently than he shot any other shots.
Right.
And in Banks, you're used to just kind of spiking it, and he didn't. I'm not saying Tony's not used to adjusting to that by any means, but I think it does happen to all players in this game. All right, so
first game, right? First game, first
rack, first match. And again, this is the first round, so we've got this round will last till about 9 o'clock tonight. There will be a redraw at 9, and that's when any players with a single loss will have the opportunity to rebuy before that point. Then we'll redraw to see who plays second round.
What's up, girls?
Hey, what's up?
Dwayne
looking good, man.
Dwayne is looking good.
Smooth. Dwayne changed his look.
That's not just the black.
He's got a whole new look.
Well, there's no stripes. I mean, that automatically changes everything.
Wowzers.
Black on black on black.
Listen, if you know Dwayne the ref, I'm telling you, he just went all Johnny Cash on us. He's looking good, folks. All right, one
straight
time.
Back for the win.
Crossed over.
Okay, and I guess that's a good argument for what I was just talking about. Is
Tell me.
He's laying him in front of the pocket. So if he misses the ball, he's not selling a shot.
Yep.
One of the things a lot of commentators talk about is the most common shot for your opponent to shoot is the ball that you just shot and didn't make. So when you shoot a ball and you don't hang it in the pocket, you oftentimes sell out a shot. What he did there is contain the opportunity for Sky to be able to run these balls out.
Right. Is he two-railing in the side? I mean,
I think that's what he's looking at.
I see the.
I made this one earlier. I made the 3-rail there.
He's 3-railing
because right now he knows he can hold it right on that rail.
Oh, that widened out beautifully, didn't he? Oh, give that man a point. Nice shooting.
Good call. Thank you. I like slow rolling and pocketing the ball up table, leaving them on the rail. Yeah, I'd be shoving something at the pocket to make sure Tony doesn't have an out ball here.
Yeah, I don't even know. You could go 1 rail. I'm going to say that's the 9 ball up top. You could go 1 rail into the 9, the short rail first, and just barely hit the 9 up towards the 1 ball. That would probably not leave a bank.
It's hard to say.
I'm afraid of pocketing a ball, honestly. Pocketing a ball means it ends up on the spot.
Yeah.
These guys are so magical too. You think you're playing safe and you're not. You know? I mean, that's the tough thing about banks.
And that, even like you said, leaving something on the spot. Even if you leave them on the head rail, you watch those guys just spike that spot shot.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, a lot of pressure on this for Sky. He knows he only needs a single ball, and Sky needs them both. Let's see what he chooses to do.
I think that, that's a good lesson for everybody right now watching, trying to figure out what the right thing to do is in these situations.
and just kind of leaves him off angle here. The cross is tough from there. Crossing it either way. Crossing to the corner, crossing the side. Looks like Tony's going to cross down to the corner. This is a one-pocket shot he's very used to. Oh, no, he's crossing the side to make sure he can get that cue ball down, and he's made that ball.
Wow, for the game. Great shot.
All right, Tony Chohan taking a 1-0 lead here.
I think Sky just proved me right.
Oh, which one? Don't pocket the ball.
Because he pocketed the ball, and yeah.
Yep. Tony Chohan has got a game here.
When this is over, I'm going to go have a talk with Sky.
That is a lot of
Give him some pointers. I'm telling you, right?
All right. How many can you name?
12. Adam Stickler, LaChoy, Tot. I see a 10 ball. I see a what's the
Adam Stickles.
What's the eye in the triangle thing?
I saw JB Custom Cues.
Acme.
He's also his own sponsor, T-Rex. So here at Derby City,
good for him.
The rule still exists where winner has the option to break or to allow their opponent to break, correct? I'm almost positive that's the rule.
I'm going to agree with you because I'm agreeable. How's
You're
that?
an agreeable guy.
Yes.
Tony making a ball in the break. Ooh. And this is a dangerous position to be in for Sky. So one ball down on the break.
This rack spread nicely, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tony's kind of got to decide whether he wants to force this and get back down table or whether he just wants to make sure he pockets that 5 and kind of lays up. And I think that's always the right answer in bank pool is make the ball.
Yeah, he chose to get it. All right, so now we're on a new game, and he has 1 point.
So he's got 1 here. Sky's got 0. Got it.
Nice.
Yeah, I think he was thinking about slipping that by the 7. I do think it goes, but that's kind of a funky angle. Okay, so bringing the 7 back at him.
Yeah. That's tough, though.
Switch.
Wowzers. Nice shot.
Yeah.
That guy banks like Tony Chohan.
There's not a lot of people named after dinosaurs out there, and there's a reason this man is the T-Rex.
Yes.
He's the monster. He's the beast.
A good guy, too. He sure has a good reputation. I feel like a good, solid guy.
Agreed, yeah.
Good stand-up dude.
Oh, man. So hitting that ball a little wide, do you see a lot of that early on?
Yeah, that's just like you were saying. I mean, it's part of getting used to the tables, adjusting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a 2-0 lead. It looks like they're just pulling the balls and using the one-pocket tray, and I like that a lot. It's an easy way for them to keep
I like
score.
the one-pocket trays here.
I do
yeah,
too.
you don't really see those very often, at least in my part of the country.
A lot more when you get down into California. Not a lot on the West Coast, but more so down there.
Oh.
Tries to slip by there, doesn't get by. Sky playing with a wood shaft. Both these players playing with a wood shaft cue.
Interesting.
And I think you see more of that at events like this. Banks in one pocket from the upper level players who may play. Look at that touch.
Wow.
And he knows that ball's just going to slip
Great
right in
shot,
from there.
Tony. Great shot for 3. Boy, this is what I'm talking about. To me, a bank should take 4 hours. It's just bank every single ball we got to bank in. These guys just run out.
Rick was like, I don't think it'll take you all that long. And this guy's like, me and Tony? I don't think so. Oh, a little wide.
We have a lot of people watching this match right now, by the way.
Yep.
We really have our pick of the litter this year. We don't have anybody we're really sharing with. Did you get that?
Indeed.
Yeah, it's pretty strong.
Pretty exciting.
Yeah, I'm so excited to be here. I can't even tell you. I was just getting used to coming here. You were here the last year I was here, I believe.
It was 2020.
Yeah, and we had big plans for 2021.
Crossing this ball, Sky trying to get something together.
Nice, Sky. Great shot, man.
Really wishes that 2 ball would have nudged out as opposed to fallen. So that means a 2 ball or a ball will spot after this inning. I think all of those balls have a ball in the way.
I gotta think the 3. I think the 3 twists over.
I think he's going for the 6. I think he might have room on the 6. Looks like he did have.
Summer wins.
Well, maybe he had room. Oh, man, and that's just a dangerous shot right there. So ball's going to spot. It's going to leave Tony. I mean, he needs a couple.
Yeah.
Hardest thing about this game, though, I mean, you really got to pick your chance to go. And when you go, you got to make the ball. And if you don't get out, you leave your opponent like that. Tony's still playing pretty safe there.
Yeah, I feel like that was surprisingly safe for a side pocket bank that I think for him would be easy.
With how he hits these long tricklers, there's no reason for him to get too offensive and let Sky back in it.
Yep.
I think that because of how aggressive Tony plays, I think a lot of people assume he doesn't play strategically.
Right. I totally agree with you. Yes, yes. Meanwhile, you notice him trap people and tease people with shots. And I know you were talking about that earlier. That he really is. He's very smart.
Ooh. Man, great effort. I missed that last ball. Tony getting to the hill, trying to go up 2-0. Sky battling to get to 1-1 here. He needs 4 balls.
Just not impossible. These guys can catch up so quickly.
This straight back is huge. Yeah, you were saying, I forget who was talking to you, but saying once everybody runs 8 and out, nobody's in the lead.
Right, for one pocket, I think
get out there was
exactly. I think it's Danny Deliberto, but if it's not, it's his partner in crime. And they talk about in one pocket that if you can run 8 and out, you're never really too far behind. It just doesn't really matter. That's the philosophy behind giving up fouls and taking fouls and things like that.
Absolutely.
Just run 3 balls instead of 2. At some point, it's not going to matter.
All right, so that is Tony Chohan taking a 2-0 lead.
Good.
I'm not sure what they're asking the break rule. It is his break. That's funny.
Is it alternate or winner?
No, it should be whoever wins has the option to choose.
I see. As you mentioned earlier.
Yeah. That's a unique thing to banks, though. There's almost no game that's played that way.
Football.
Football, yeah. They can give it the break. What are you punting?
Adam Sticklers. Listen, I don't know what that is, but it's got a cool name.
JB's got a huge spot there. That's a lesson to your sponsors out there. He's got a dark-colored sticker, and can't even see the JB. Excellent cue cases out there. This event brought to you by Diamond Billiard Products.
Yes, and OBQs.
OBQs.
A fine product.
And BadBoys.
Yes.
Billiard Shopping Network. And all of you is the reason we do it all. All right, so 3, 6, 8, 1 down on the break. 5 ball blocking that cross side.
I don't like it. This is, I guess, when you wish it was the other guy's break, right? It was because of stuff like this.
He has the 2-railer in the side. He has the back bank here. He might be coming back down to the corner. No, playing the 2-railer.
2-rail.
Yeah, look
He didn't touch the 5, did he?
No.
Okay, wow.
He just spiked that Z like it was nothing.
Well, that was a nice shot.
That's how you do that.
Jeez.
Look at him.
This makes me think of Sky in the elevator today saying, how come I can never get an easy draw?
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I feel for him in this play. He's down 2-0 against the guy. Tony's got no pressure on him, so he's just shooting free. That's tough.
I'm saying, too, you're Sky Woodward. You come to a tournament, and you find yourself playing your first round. It's 2-0.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Perfect.
Boy, anything could happen now, though. Sky could get the next 2 games so easily.
And because this isn't a double elimination format, it's interesting because it doesn't matter as much. It's not like he has to play more pool. And like this guy said, he's like, I got to beat them all at some point. So.
Yes.
But like we're saying in this, there's no bracket, so everything is drawn every single round. So theoretically, I mean, Sky could play Tony. They could draw each other the next round, and then they could draw each other the third round as well.
Yes.
If Sky,
yeah.
Depending on who won this one.
Every round is literally a fresh start.
Yep. All right, so we got 1 ball for Sky.
Good
We're at 1-1.
Yeah, Tony's on the hill.
Mm-hmm.
And Sky's trying to get on the board.
He's going to try to twist this 9 through traffic. This is a trickier one because he has to come high of that 6 ball, and it's really hard to turn the ball that much right now.
Right now, exactly.
Especially at that speed. I think if he would have eased up. But I was struggling with that. I was trying to figure out the the interaction between the throw on the cue to object ball and then the interaction with the rail. And there's just so much more impact between balls than there is with the rail right now.
Right.
And then the wider the angle of the bank is, the more, the more the rail
Right.
affects it.
No, I think when the conditions are like this, you really need to be watching the balls to see what they do, so your brain can get all that information. Because so much of it is kind of unconscious, just that you pick up from just watching the table.
Oh, for sure. All right, so got a little fortunate with that 3 squeezing up to the 1, but that 2 still open.
Yeah, it
Perfect
sure is.
breakout here. Let's see if he actually tries to go into those balls. Gets a little opening.
Nice. So Tony's at 2 now.
I think Tony's at 3.
Oh.
So, whoops. Oh, no, you're right. Here, I got one. All right, so up to 3. Looks like Tony's at 3-1. Yep. He's got a perfect line for this 2-railer here. And I'll bet this thing comes way thin on him. Just slips off that rail. Well, not way thin at all. It's a perfect.
He got here last night. He's been practicing, though.
And look where he left the ball, right on that 1. So he's just going to
He's on the hill. He's on the double hill.
Double hill.
It's like 11-11 on November 11th.
Sky Woodward is 1 ball away from losing this match. And, I mean, no shot in sight. That's tough. Doesn't want to open these up, but kind of needs to. Needs to get something going. So just grazing off these, coming back down to the head rail. Got to try to make Tony shoot, but, I mean, the last thing you want is this guy shooting. If there's one guy in the world you don't want to force to shoot, it's Tony.
This has got to be when somebody like Sky 2 is a little frustrated because they have the all-round prize here.
Totally.
You know, and I mean, this doesn't mean he couldn't win Banks, of course, if he loses here. And he hasn't lost yet. I don't want to predict anything. But I'm saying it's got to be in his mind right now is, man, I came here trying to win the overall. This is not a good way to start.
And Sky's best chance at any event is probably the Banks.
He's from
Kentucky.
He's from they bank a lot in the South, my friends.
That's the truth.
Yeah, they do.
Yep, Sky and Billy, some of the better-known bank pool players out there.
Right.
The game is growing, though. We've got 457 participants.
I don't even know what to say to that. My God, this event has blown up.
We had, we were trying for, 32. We ended up with like 26 in Seattle, and I was like, biggest bank pool tournament in the Northwest. And what's sad is it was absolutely true.
Yeah.
It's 100% true.
No, I agree.
So we got a meager 457 here. They were sell out at 475. Tony's trying to pocket this ball long rail.
Wow.
Leaves him on the head rail. Sorry, that's the foot rail. Leaves him on the foot rail.
See that guy over there? He made my table.
He made it.
That's Greg Sullivan. That's pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Sorry, folks. I just saw Greg Sullivan in
Good
real
old
life,
Greg.
and I like it.
Yeah, this is right down the road from Diamond's home base.
It really is, yeah.
It's pretty neat.
Yeah, I'm not sure everybody realizes this is their tournament. The Diamond owns this tournament. One time, almost, boy, that did not twist at all, did it?
No, it didn't.
Came straight back. I don't think I've ever seen a Diamond bank like that.
Yeah.
Seriously, they're so funny.
Well, that's something that I've been thinking a lot about, and I haven't found a good way to verbalize it. But
try it.
The slip that's happening, happens. The wider the angle is, the more it impacts how. Oh wow, I'm pretty sure it was going 1 rail there. Yeah, because he just drilled that.
Let's hope he didn't eschew the. He had a 1 rail, and he's like, nah, I'm going to
go 3.
Right, exactly, to the side.
Yeah. But yeah, a bank like that, because these rails are brand new, they bank stiff, like a diamond.
Right.
Got an announcement for the Bigfoot. Oh man, this guy's struggling to get going.
Yeah, this guy's not having.
And it's got to be really defeating. I mean, he's a 1 railer away. This match is over. Yeah.
Wow.
Holy cow, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Chohan taking a 3-0 lead, taking a 3-0 win over Sky Woodward.
That was a tough match, man. He played good. Hey, it's nice to be here at Derby City Classic 2022.
Summerfield and Mike D.
Right?
BadBoys TV.
Pool is cool. This is a blast. I'm glad to be here.
Me too. We'll be back with you soon.
You better know it. Yeah, look for more of these videos. They're coming out. Thank
Rounds
you.
every couple hours. I think we're 2 hours away from the next. We'll see you soon.
All right. Bye, folks.